Hello, everyone. How are you doing, lovelies? It's G here with Golden Thread Tarot, and today I'm going to be bringing you a twin flame collective reading. I think there's going to be particularly a focus on a message from the masculine, since I am a divine feminine. That's usually the kind of messages I usually get in. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to have all oracle cards, no tarot today. So we're just going to get into it. Okay. So first off, let's get into it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wasn't going to use this one first, but since it's the one my hands automatically went to and picked up, let's see. Don't dim your light to fit in and play. So I'm feeling like the divine masculine is definitely coming into their power. They're realizing that they don't need to get approval from other people in their life. They don't need to have approval from their family. They don't need approval from other people. They just want to live in their own personal truth, right? Absolutely. And then cutting here again on play, right? Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Like they're really feeling like they kind of want to let go of a lot. They've been going through their dark nights of the soul. They've been doing their inner child work, their shadow work. They've been thinking about a really lot of heavy stuff, and now they're really in the zone where they just really want to come into their feminine life. If you are in a separation state, your divine masculine and the divine feminine both want to end the state of separation and really want to come in, and they really are like, I just want to be happy. I want to have fun. I want to go out. I want to just laugh and I want to play and I want to kind of enter more of like a blissful state of this union, right? And definitely here with Lumeria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening, right? Absolutely. So they're like, I really want to come in and create this new, just like really fun, just have like a lot of fun, right? If you guys live anywhere in the South, if you guys been enjoy this weather, I have. God, it's been amazing. I have been really sun charging and it has felt amazing, absolutely amazing. And I'm feeling like there's a reason that I'm mentioning that. Maybe you guys all need to do some grounding, really getting outside, getting in nature, spending some time outside, absorbing some of the sunlight, really spending some time. I'm hearing some time in water maybe. I don't know if it's quite warm enough where I am right now to be, going swimming or anything like that, but maybe, have some bath, do some foot soaks, really, like really embracing your self-care routines. I'm hearing that both of you have already been doing that, which is why what's leading. So Spirit, what do you want to talk about? Another deck. What other deck? This one? Okay. Okay. I remember soul plan, fated life versus destiny life. Yeah. So this divine masculine is really starting to remember. I'm hearing past lives together with his feminine. Yeah. Ooh. Look at that. Karmic relationship in reverse. They're also, they could be leaving a karmic relationship. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict, right? Like they're like, I want to lay down this conflict. Ooh, my throat chakra. Ooh, excuse me. Just clenched up when I said that because it's just like, like I'm hearing there are some divine masculines that are really having a hard time letting go of this, right? Yeah. Flipping up, right? We're having a hard time letting go of this. We are the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Some of them might be working through mother or maternal, like family bonds. Something there. They might be working out something with their mom. Okay, that came out. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper, right? Remember I was saying I'm hearing dreams. The divine masculine having some dreams about past lives. Ooh, it just got so hot in here. Like, oh my gosh. Whew. Out of nowhere. My goodness. Losing your grip. Coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in. Okay. I rarely ever pull this card out of this deck, honestly. There's some divine masculines that could be dealing with some addiction issues. Remember what I was saying earlier, with this coping mechanisms, right? With running away, some kind of coping mechanisms that they could have picked up from their family, from their childhood, really dealing with maybe some addiction problems because trying to cope. I'm hearing addictions, and I'm hearing like addictions to sleeping around, addictions to running away. Having rejection issues, feeling like they can't find someone who's going to love them with all of the things that they've been through in their childhood, is what I'm hearing. And so they spent a lot of years, you know, kind of trying to numb the issues of that, trying to numb away problems and things that they've dealt with, issues that have come up. Oh my gosh, so much just came out everywhere. Okay, let's see here. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Yeah. So they could be reaching out. They could be going to some, they could be getting in therapy. They could be going to some kind of AA, I'm hearing, or they could just be learning how to really like deal with this. Okay. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Definitely, this is the Starseed deck. So they could have not, I'm hearing that they are kind of realizing, they're kind of educating themselves on star seeds, on, you know, like really, I'm hearing supernatural things, spiritual things. They could be kind of putting into context. I'm hearing alone. Why I felt so alone. They're realizing that they have felt so alone for so much of their life because they have been in isolation away from you. Like, look at this, right? Feeling like they falling away. And then here, but this like connection, like connection without touching, some kind of psychic connection, really trying to clear out their channel. Also, I'm hearing, and connecting to their higher self is what I'm hearing. Reconnecting to their higher self. So they're dealing with these addiction issues. They're realizing that a lot of the stuff that they've been doing, and it doesn't have to be, guys, it doesn't have to be alcohol. It doesn't have to be drugs. You know, like I was saying earlier, it could just be addiction to running away, addiction to sleeping around, addiction to getting in a relationship after, like, you know, like not being able to be alone, having rejection issues. Yeah, overeating, undereating, you know, not taking care of their body, you know, kind of subconsciously punishing themselves for some of their behaviors. Yeah. Having a lack of vision, big picture thinking, like looking a little too far, thinking a little too much about themselves and not kind of stepping back and seeing like the bigger picture here, right? Seeing like, oh, this happened because of this and that happened because of that. And, you know, they've been doing their inner child work. They've been doing their work and really tapping into those, like, why do I do the things that I do? Why do I feel the way that I do? Instead of running away from their feelings, they're really like looking deep into them and being like, why do I feel this way? Why do I do this? Why do I handle things like this? When I feel a connection to somebody, why do I just run away? You know, is it because, you know, I'm scared to love somebody? Am I scared to be left? Am I scared to be alone? You know, blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, initiation time. Absolutely. So they're going through an awakening. I'm hearing a Kundalini awakening. Cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a living prayer. Yeah. So they're devoting themselves. They're learning how to devote themselves to something. Devoting their life to themselves, to their spiritual path, to their spiritual awakening. What's here? All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze inward. Absolutely, right? That's what I was saying, right? Like turning their gaze inward, really asking themselves, why do I do the things that I do? Why do I say the things that I say? You know, and I'm hearing that for some of you, especially if you identify with being in a separation, right, that your divine masculine is just like, why did I push this person away? Why do I feel so scared to let myself be happy and be in their life? You know, sorry, I'm getting a call. I was just like, what was that? You know, it's just like, why? Why am I so scared? I've heard they've spent a lot of their life. Your divine masculine might have been this person, might have been that type of person that's like, I'm not scared of anything. If anybody, well, what are you scared? I'm not scared of anything. Nothing scares me. Nothing scares me. And then they've realized that there's a ton that scares them. You know, they just weren't, you know, just because you're not like, oh, I'm scared, or you don't want to admit to yourself that you're scared, it doesn't make it go away. It doesn't mean that you're not scared. It doesn't mean that you don't still feel it in your heart. And they realized, oof, okay, so these are their words, how they're kind of feeling. Like they feel like, I'm sorry, you guys, hold on just one second. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, so they're really just feeling like, I'm feeling distracted. Like they've spent a lot of their life distracting themselves from doing their inner work, right? They spent a lot of them times telling themselves, I'm not scared. I'm not this. I'm not that. There's nothing, I'll whip anybody's ass. I'll fight anybody. I'll do anything, whatever. It doesn't matter, And it's like, just because you admit that you're scared doesn't make you weak, people have things that they're scared of. Like most hot, functioning people, they have things that they're scared to lose. They're scared to lose their partner. They're scared that something's going to happen to their children. They're scared that, that they don't want to lose the happiness that they've lost in their life, And it might not be like, oh, I'm terrified, I'm anxious, I'm worried about this, but I think that's what they're coming to learn. Maybe a lot from childhood, they were taught, real, men, if you're a divine masculine is a man, men don't cry. Boys don't cry. They're not scared. You can't be scared of anything. You can't show emotion. You can't show that, that you care about things. Because I've heard that they've learned that if you show this particular divine masculine collective it's like they learned that if there's something that they like, if there's something that they love, it can be taken away. So it's like if they let themselves love something, if they let themselves care about something, they are just convinced in their heart that it's going to be taken away from them. Right? And they're just like, so much of my life, anything that I cared about always left me or always left me alone. So I'll end up, being in this relationship or being in that relationship and not putting any kind of like putting anything behind it, because then I'll start to care about it. And then if it ends, I'll feel this pain inside, and then I'll feel like I'm weak for feeling pain from losing something. And they're starting to realize that, no, that's just a natural part of being a person. Like, everybody hurts, if a relationship ends, or if somebody you love, dies or is taken away from you. It's a normal thing that shoving it down inside and bottling it up hasn't made them feel any stronger. In fact, it's made them feel weaker. They've realized that now that they've started actually dealing with their emotions and, allowing themselves to feel this way and allowing themselves to cry. I'm hearing that they cried recently for the first time in years. And so I heard somebody say 10 years. I haven't cried in over 10 years. And I let myself cry the other day for hours. That's what I heard. I just let myself just cry. I just let go and let myself cry for the first time in so long. And they realized that nothing happened. The world didn't fall apart. They didn't see themselves as like a less of a person. In fact, they felt so much better, for just allowing themselves to cry. And they understood that it allowed them to really let go of a lot of these things, because they were able to process the emotion and then release it and let go of it. Right? Whew, you guys, I can't imagine not crying in 10 years. Like, it's hard for me to go a week without crying. Okay. Okay, the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love, right? So they realized that they were holding in so much, and it was making them an angry person. It was making them so angry inside. It was making them lash out at people. It was making them fight and always want to leave and run away and not deal with anything, right? And now they're realizing, like, I've messed up a lot in my life because I didn't want to allow myself to need somebody or to want somebody really deep inside of me, And they're like, I want to let go of this. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I want to be able to hold the love of my life and tell that person how I truly feel about them. You guys, I feel like I'm about to cry right now. Oh my God. Like, I'm getting like chills all over my body, and I'm hearing divine feminine, they cried over you because they were like, I walked away from the love of my life because I was too weak to just do what I needed to do, to just treat that person right and be there for them when they needed me. Whew, okay. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. And also to this, right? It's okay, right? I'm hearing too, not only were they having a hard time really accepting that, but accepting themselves and accepting their emotions and doing that, right? But they also felt really judged. I'm hearing very, very judged throughout their life from their childhood. Maybe they were, if your masculine was a actual man, maybe they were a very emotional person, especially if they were a starseed, especially if they were empathic, like most divine masculines are. A lot of and so they felt things so deeply, and they felt other people's emotions around them. So they cried a lot, and maybe they had somebody like like a parent or somebody tell them, like, you're so weak. Why do you cry all the time? I can't stand it. Something like that. And they're just like, so they learned from a very young age to just not cry, to just bottle everything inside, to just not deal with anything. Hey, baby. My cat's gonna jump up here. He was in my arms before I even started filming the video. Here he comes. Are you coming? Be careful, please. What are you doing? Just don't jump on my computer. Hey, baby. Excuse me. We're gonna get that end away from the camera, okay? And get on my shoulder or something if you have to. Hmm? What are you doing? Okay. Nope. He don't want to sit up there. He wants me to hold him in his arms. I can't do that. I'm sorry, baby. Okay. Oh, look at that, you guys. It's okay. You guys, I'm okay. I know I started crying. I'm okay. Hey, baby. I'm okay. No. No, ma'am. Get down. I'm fine, my love. I'm fine. She's so worried about me. She's so sensitive to my feelings, you guys. She's a pit, and I have never had a pit bull before I had her, and she is just like so. I've never had a dog that's so in tune with your emotions. Like, it's crazy. Well, and Orca Elders, share your song, Frequency of Sound, deep diving. Definitely some more deep diving, right? And they've decided to start sharing how they really feel. They've decided to really share how they really feel, right? And like that, right? Like how my dog was being really empathetic to my emotions, right? She felt that I was upset, and she came to comfort me. And I'm hearing that the divine masculine did not have that in their childhood. Like I was saying before, instead of having a parent that comforted them and understood, took the time to understood that they were just a more sensitive person, they were judged, and told to be different than who they just naturally were, and it's taken them years and years and years to understand I can just be, so I can allow myself, I don't have to dim myself to fit in. I don't have to dim myself to fit into my family, I can allow myself to just truly be who I am, and that's okay. And they're learning that their divine feminine is going to accept them for that person, to be that person. They feel the love and acceptance coming from you, and it's like, it's okay. It's okay if you've been through some stuff. It's okay if you have, mommy issue, daddy issues. It's so weird. I saw a thing on Facebook not too long ago that was like, it's weird in our society that people put that somebody has mommy issues, daddy issues on that person, as if like them being raised by abusive parents or parents that didn't take care of them, was really like a flaw inside themselves. Yes, once you're an adult, it is your responsibility to deal with your issues just like everybody else, but it's like, oh, I don't want to deal with anybody that has mommy issues or has daddy issues, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, my parents, they didn't take care of me right. They didn't teach me how to love myself right. Give me a fucking break. Okay? So it's like, I don't know. It's so weird, this like blame mentality that we have. And instead of being like empathetic towards other people and being like, you weren't raised right, but that's okay. You can learn. I know I don't accept that it's okay that you mistreat me or that you can't handle your issues because you weren't raised right, but I can be empathetic towards the fact that, you weren't raised how to love people, how to take care of them, how to express yourself, and I can be understanding of that, right? And that right there, right? That right there is exactly what the divine masculine is missing, and he's been missing his whole life, and they feel like they're finding it in their divine feminine, right? They're just like, wow, I met this person that understands me and doesn't judge me. Most people maybe they grew up around other people that were not very, empathic or very, spiritually sensitive and things like that. And they come from a family of people that don't, accept things like that. Don't accept, listening to listening to signs, and and being more like a non-traditionally spiritual, and like this person has always felt things like that and always known things and had dreams, and and they were taught for most of their life that all that was just crap and they just need to let go of it, and now here they are meeting somebody in you that was exactly the opposite of that, and it triggered them and it made them run away from you. And then when they ran away from you, they realized, like, why? Why would I run away from somebody who's exactly like me? Why, when I've been asking the universe or spirit, or just in general, or begging God to send me somebody who understands me, that can help me, that wants to take, that wants to be there for me, and is somebody like me that understands these things and understands what I'm going through. And then when I met that person, I was just like, I can't take this, and ran away from them and pushed them away or hurt them, and it really hurts them to think that they really, really hurt you, because now they've gone through their karma of, when they blocked you and when they ran away or when they chose somebody else or when they chose their addictions or whatever it was, over you. I'm hearing that they've gotten their karma and they've been put in your situation where they felt that, right? Where they felt this absence of, not being treated right again. And they're just like, wait, why did I do this again? Like, I feel like crap. Crap. This is how I've made my divine feminine feel the whole time. Oh my God. Because they've come to truly love and accept it, because they're going through this spiritual awakening. They're starting to understand. They're starting to step outside of their selfishness and see things from other people's perspectives. They're remembering what it's like to be like this empathic person and to feel other people's emotions, and they're feeling your emotions and feeling your love. And then, but also they can feel your sadness, from their absence. And they're just like, I've been pushing it away this whole time, so I haven't been feeling it, but now I am feeling it, and I'm feeling it double because I'm feeling mine and yours, and it's part of spirits teaching them this lesson of, well, this is what happens when you are given your perfect mate, and then you're like, no, I can't handle this. This is what, so they can see things from your perspectives. What I'm hearing, spirit has enlightened them, has either put them in your direct situation, or has just allowed their connection to understand, and and allow them to understand things from your perspective, because they weren't seeing things from your perspective, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, empathic starseed in reverse, right? They were not seeing things from your perspective. They were not doing that, right? Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, right? And now I'm also hearing from around them too. They've cleared out a lot of people from around them, and they're realizing that a lot of their time they were so angry and they were so mad and they were being so judgeful, not only because of, yes, themselves, but also other people around them. And now they acknowledge, like, oh, I felt that way because I was absorbing other people's energy around me, and those people were attracted to me because being around me made them feel better, because they were just able to dump all their crap on me. And then when I reacted, or when I, showed, I'm hearing somebody say, when I showed my ass, or when I screamed, or when I yelled, or when I slammed or slung, or whatever it was that this person did, it was like people could turn around and go, you're crazy, or you have a problem, or blah, blah, blah. And then they were able to run away and leave this divine masculine in sitting in all of not only their own negativity, but then also in these other people's negativities, right? And then a little bit of time passed, and they felt, they started to feel worse, and so they would come and dump, and they're starting to realize that a lot of these people were dumping, they're starting to understand their gifts, right? They're starting to understand how other people have an effect on them, how they have an effect on other people around them, and how, and how exactly they're supposed to deal with this. And I'm hearing that you, divine feminine, have taught them this, and have really helped them understand themselves and understand their gifts and understand what it is to why they have felt the way that they have felt about a lot of things for most of their life. The great gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hints, soul tribe, absolutely, right? So they're understanding, right? They're taking these intuitive hints, they're starting to understand the things that you're saying to them. All right, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, absolutely. And that's double longing for home. And I'm hearing divine feminine, that's you. You are the thing that makes them feel like that they're home, right? Marrying. And here you guys were marrying each other, right? And they're feeling like And I'm hearing that for some of you, this particular collective are star seeds, and I'm feeling like both of you are originally from the same like star system, and they also feel like this same vibration inside of you. And I'm hearing that you, not only are you their twin flame, right? Not only are you their soulmate, their other half, but you're also one of the only people they've ever met that was from the same star system as them. So you feel doubly like home. Like they're just like, why do I feel, so like so much better around you? Because somewhere down inside, somewhere down inside of them, they've always felt like, right, this longing for home, longing for home. They've always felt like they didn't belong. Remember I was saying they're like their family or something made them feel like they didn't belong. They had to dim their light to fit in. And a lot of star seeds, especially as children, are born into families that a lot of them, other than other people in the family aren't star seeds, or just in general, they'll come across a lot of people who, I've said this in star seed message, that will feel the otherness inside of this person, can identify them, subconsciously as a star seed, and they reject them. And so they might have felt rejected by a lot of people, and then they met you, and it was like, oh my gosh, I've never felt this way. I've never felt this energy. I've never felt, what is this? I'm hearing that it really scared them because I'm hearing that some of them are really afraid that you put some kind of spell, that you did some kind of spell work on them, because maybe when you met them, you expressed that you were a witch, or you expressed that you believed in these things, and they were like, oh no, oh no, she's crazy. That's why I feel this way about this person. And then over time, they've come to realize, like, no, I feel this way about them because we're supposed to be in each other's lives. But, they might not call, they might not call you their twin flame. They might not call you, but they're starting to understand like this, this kind of soulmate, like people, there are certain people, soul tribe, right, that are supposed to be in your life, that you're supposed to have interactions with, right? Leap, you go first, the universe will catch you, right? And they're here now. They're at this point where they're like, yes, I'm surrendering, and I'm falling into this. I'm allowing myself to understand that if I surrender, the universe will show me my true path and will show me my path forward, right? Wow. Oh, you guys, I bought a new candle and it smells so good. What is this? Spring sunshine. Oh, warm spring sunshine. Remember what I was saying earlier, being out in the sun? Oh, okay. Okay, what's here on the bottom? Ah, trust your path, you guys. Trust your path. Absolutely. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Right? And that's what they're asking themselves. They're just like, they're just like, I can trust this person. They're trying to lead me down my proper path. They're really starting to put the clues together, right? Trust the needle, right? What is this niggling feeling trying to tell you, right? Absolutely. Right, so they're starting to understand that their subconscious has been, tap 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 tapping on them, like, hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to be with this person. Like, hey, this person's supposed to be in your life. Hey, you're supposed to be in contact with this person. Hey, you need to pay attention to what this person is telling you, because they're trying to lead you down the proper path. Hey, this is a member of your soul family. Hey, this is somebody you're supposed to be around. Hey, waking them up in the middle of the night, having dreams about you doing this stuff, and they're just like, oh my God, like, I get it. Oh my gosh, like, I can't, like, for a little bit of time, I'm hearing that they were angry towards you because they felt like they couldn't escape you, right? They felt like they thought about you all the time. They were kind of bored. This was kind of bordering on some kind of obsession, because like spirit was being like, think about them. No, this, you're thinking about them for a reason, right? And that's what that kind of like spell work, like they were kind of scared at first, that they were like, is this some kind of weird obsession that I'm having, and I'm having some kind of mental breakdown? Has this person done some kind of spell work on me? Like, I'm hearing that they were doing research, and they were just like, why can't I stop thinking about this person? Like, what is it? And finally they have finally kind of come to realize, like, no, this person is supposed to be in my life, and I need to accept that. And I'm hearing somebody say, I knew all along. I knew all along, but there was something scared inside of me that pushed you away, right? Whew. and there's a lot of trust here, right? Like trust your path, trust that feeling, trust what the divine is trying to tell you. And I'm hearing that this person has had to work through a lot of trust issues because of stuff to their family. A lot of people they have put their trust in have turned out to be not really people that they should have trusted because they weren't listening to their intuition. And now here they are thinking, oh, my intuition, because I'm hearing that they were confusing their intuition and their ego. They were listening to their ego for most of their life, and then they had to go through this ego death, and then they realized, oh no, like I was listening to my ego, I wasn't listening to my intuition this whole time, right? Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Absolutely. So they're really starting to understand, like, I'm having to move stuff around. I'm really being conned to the full moon in both of these cards too, and the kind of moons in the background here in these cards too. They're paying attention. Something about the full moon. They could be planning something around the moons, or starting to really understand that their emotions are kind of tied into the moon cycles. Maybe they're starting to understand that, you know, position, maybe they're kind of like looking into astrology and astronomy and things like that, and starting to understand that wow, you know, they're like the signs, right? Like they're really starting to pay attention to the signs all around them. And it's amazing, you guys, when you finally are like, okay, yes, spirit, show me the signs. I will pay attention. Please put it in my path. Put the books that I need to read, the articles I need to read so that I can understand what's happening in front of me. And when you start going, okay, yes, help me step into my life, it's crazy the amount of number synchronicities and animal signs and totems and things that you will just see around your life all the time, right? And this divine masculine is starting to do this, and they're, oh wow. Oh wow. I'll put that back in there. All right, and they're really starting to do that, and they're just like, wow, this is crazy. They didn't understand how deep all the spirituality stuff went, you know? That's what I'm hearing somebody say. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do, right? They're starting to answer this call. They've been sitting there thinking that maybe they have been spending some time in nature, and they've kind of just been like sitting there just listening to their soul, listening to spirit, you know, listening to their dreams, starting to interpret their dreams and things like that, and really starting to understand, like, wow, all this stuff has really meant something for my whole entire life. And I was just a little scared, right? I was just a little too scared to admit that all of this stuff did mean something, right? Because when you start admitting that stuff, there, you do have to admit that there are, not only are there light things out there like angels and beautiful spirit guides and things like that, but there are dark things out there too. And then like I was saying, how they had like a lot of darkness around them, and then they had to start realizing that a lot of the things they were doing had been dark. They had been putting out negativity out there to other people. A lot of the friends and family they had ganged up around themselves were kind of darker, you know, or had darker things tied to them, and they were just like, oh my God, like, you know, it's a lot when you start waking up to everything, right? And it feels like a lot, and it just has taken a long time to kind of process and get their spirituality and get their mind to kind of catch up to everything that's been really happening around them. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? All right. And I'm like, this is you, divine feminine. This is how they see you. They're like, oh my God. But you though, they're like, but you though, you're so strong. You didn't run away from it. You woke up and you were like, okay, let's get it. I'm gonna bring out the sword, and I'm gonna start cutting out people out of my life, and I'm gonna start cutting out things that don't, you know, serve me, and F it. Like, I get out, slice, 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 right? Like kind of like Queen of Swords, like slice, slice, like putting up boundaries, standing strong in yourself, and they're just like, wow. Whew, I'm getting hot again. I'm feeling like this flush feeling like raising up my whole entire body. Maybe that's how they feel about you. They're just like, wow, this is an 18 plus divine masculine now. um, yeah, but in general, they're just like, have you answered your deepest calling, right? And you might have talked to them about this. You might have had a multiple conversations, or you guys might have started talking about this, and they kind of brushed you off, and then they were like, I was a fool because I tried to call you weak because you believed in all these things, and then I realized that I was the weak one because I was the weak one because I was running away from all my problems, or running away from everything, and you were the one there dealing with everything. You know, I left you alone to hold up this connection by yourself, you know, to fight off all the darkness in this connection, and to fight off everything by themselves. And that's why I'm here. I'm supposed to be here protecting you and helping you. And we're supposed to be helping each other and guiding each other. And, you know, you're inspiring them is what I'm hearing, divine feminine. You're inspiring them. Go to the next deck. Okay, what's this on the back? Marrying. Exactly, but it's marrying again. birthing a new age, birthing new creation, dreaming a new world into being. Absolutely. They're manifesting. They're starting to manifest, and they're starting to manifest you back into their life. They're really trying to. Ooh, and what are they realizing? Guardian angel, you are not alone, right? Air guardian, shift your perspective, right? They're starting to see things from a higher perspective, and they're starting to understand, like, wow, like spirit does have my back, and they're there, right? With that snake energy, shed the old. Ooh, and they're what? Learning, great teacher, learning from spiritual experiences. Wow. Okay. Yep. Winter, take care of your needs. Yeah, they're starting to take care of themselves. They're really starting to turn inward. And I heard leader of the pack. They're accepting their leader role in this. They're accepting that they're supposed to be the one leading, right? Peacekeeper, let go of your need to be right, right? And they're letting go of that. They're letting go of their pride. They're letting go of things that were really holding them, that were really stifling their growth and holding them back. Ooh, that was quick. Surround yourself with protective energy. Remember what I was saying earlier, that they're starting to realize, they're realizing that now, the knowledge is power. That now that they know that they need to surround themselves with protective energy, and they need to guard themselves, and they need to put up guards in their life, they're starting to do those things, and they're realizing that, wow, I feel a lot more powerful now that I'm not running away from all my problems, and I'm facing them, and I'm putting up my guards, and I'm telling people no, and I'm, giving proper, space to myself. Wow, absolutely. Direction guardian, choose your path, right? They're really starting to step up and get into this, like really choosing their path, and just, they've chosen, is what I heard, and they've chosen you, divine feminine. Protection guardian, drop your shields, right? They're realizing that a lot of time that they had this big wall up around themselves, but it wasn't like a wall. It wasn't like the proper type of wall, right? Like it wasn't like, oh, I need to protect my energy. It's like they wanted to protect, like they instinctively were protecting themselves too much. And so not only were they remember I was saying earlier where I was saying that they were numbing themselves, so they couldn't get a lot of they couldn't get these downloads and like a lot of this intuitive messages from spirit. And so they're learning how to put up proper boundaries around themselves, right? And that includes when to let your guard down, right? When to let your guard down and when to keep it up. To learning there are different types of guards that you need to keep yourself aware of, understanding that they can trust their spirit guides to protect them and protect their energy, and they can call on them, and they can just learn how to trust and learn how to trust people. They've had to learn how to trust people around them. Learn how to trust the right people is what I'm hearing. To here, there's something about these blue feathers. Blue feathers are shining out to me here. Or blue feathers down here on. There's something about blue, turquoise, blue feathers, purple feathers. Yeah, something like that. Peacock feathers, some kind of peacock feathers maybe. Okay, trader, exchange energy and exchange and create abundance. They're understanding that they need to exchange the right type of energy with the right type of people, right? That it wasn't doing that before. They were just exchanging all of this like remember I was saying earlier that all these other people were coming around them and dumping all their negative energy on them, and then they were kind of in this negative feedback loop of feeding off of that negative energy and just putting it back out there to other people. And now they're realizing that they don't necessarily need to handle things that way, right? That they can surround themselves with positive people, and they can positively exchange energy, and they can create their own energy and give that energy out to the right people, right? They don't have to feel like they could have had several people, I'm hearing, but it's now that they've become aware of energies, they could have identified several kind of like people that you might say were like energy vampires and things around them, feeding off of their energy. And now they're understanding that you can exchange energy in a healthy, proper way, in a balanced way, to where, they're not having, because other people are feeding off their energy, they're not having to turn around and feed off other people's energy, right? To kind of keep their energy up. Wow. I've talked about this before too, where it's like if you dealt with a lot of people like attacking you and throwing a lot of negative energy yourself, a lot of your aura, your own personal energy will be leached off of you, and so you will feel the need to start being kind of vampiric yourself and start feeding off of other people's energy, and you will just do this subconsciously, not even realizing that that's what you're doing, and you're getting caught in this negative feeding, absorbing trying to absorb other people's energy, and and having other people kind of feel drained when they're around you, and then you have other people that are feeding off of you that make you feel drained, and it's just like this big giant circle of just like I feel shitty all the time, right? And then other people end up feeling shitty around me because I have to absorb their energy to just stay like level or balanced, right? But now they're realizing, guardian angel, right? Like I am not alone in this. I am not alone in this. I am not the only one dealing with this. I surrounded with this is here falling under this falling under this surround yourself with protective energy, right? They're calling on their angels to be like, help me, protect me. I'm hearing they're calling on Michael in particular to help them, to help and protect them. 4010 on the clock when I looked down there. And then 4014 on the clock too. You might be seeing a lot of fours. Oof, okay. Spring, see your seeds grow. Here with this falling under choose your path, right? They're really starting to see that now that they've chosen the right path or their spiritual path, that they really feel like they're really starting to see their abundance actually grow. Now that they've chosen to walk down this path, they feel the energy from the universe kind of like shooting towards them and being like, yes, yes, this is the path. This is where you're supposed to be going. This is what you're supposed to be doing, right? Right, earth guardians, stay rooted and grounded, right? Earlier what I was saying, like they're really finding themselves how to stay grounded, how to drop their shields so that they can absorb energy from the proper, absorb energy from their spirit guides, from their angels, from the earth, from Mother Earth, and absorbing the energy from the proper places instead of absorbing off of other people, right? Or absorbing it off of you, I'm hearing. Divine Feminine. Absolutely. Eagle, set your sights, see from a higher perspective. Definitely. With that following doubly under air guardian, shift your perspective with that trader, and just learning. They're just learning more about proper energy exchange. And I'm hearing before that they had some negative karma to deal with, because there are some divine masculines out there who knew about energy exchange, and they were purposely leeching off other people, and creating this negative karma for themselves because they they were taking energy from other people on purpose. Some of them felt like I just wanted to see if I could do it, and so they were like pulling energy from other people around them, and they were just like, wow, I'm more powerful than these other people, so I deserve to take their energy, sort of type thing. Some of them were in some really dark energy because they have been like misguided, is what I'm hearing, especially from like there's like maybe like a karmic that they were in a relationship where this karmic was really like, oh, I'll show you how to leech off other people's energy. Or maybe they even showed it themselves, and then they were around people that were like, yeah, do it, like, yeah, it's cool to do that, or yeah, it's, and they were kind of stuck and building up a lot of darkness and a lot of karma around themselves, and they've been having so much karma to deal with, and it has really caught up with them, right? And now here with this great teacher, learning from spiritual experiences has come out again, falling here under this surround yourself with protective energy, and this guardian angel, right? They are really starting to learn how to pull their energy from the proper location, how to ask for energy exchange, how to ask their angels, please charge up my energy, please help me to heal myself so I don't have to do this, so I don't have to, I'm hearing that they got themselves to the point where they were like kind of like addicted to doing it, that they were addicted to living off other people's energy because they weren't able to like set up their own proper like energy generation or something like that. Wow. Okay. Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace, right? And they're learning that it's so much better to live in this energy of peace instead of embracing this kind of like darkness. I'm hearing that they had kind of because they had felt so manipulated, and so they had been in darkness for so long and surrounded by a lot of darkness that they had accepted, they kind of had accepted themselves as like this dark person, like this kind of like maybe they thought it was cool that they were kind of like an energy vampire, and it was cool that they were like sucking off the energy of other people who were weaker than them, and they deserved to have it. If other people couldn't protect themselves, then whatever, and I'm hearing that they're really learning that hasn't got them anything good in their life, and that they're just like, wow. And they've been dealing with some serious karma for this, is what I'm hearing. And now they're working past all of that, and they're like, I gotta get better. I gotta become like a better person who doesn't use other people like this. And I think for a lot of the time they were kind of rejecting that, because they were kind of in this, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. 444 down on the clock when I said that, right? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Other people leech off me, so I have to leech off other people. That's just the way of the world. That's just how people are. And then they're kind of starting to realize, like, no, there is a better way to be. There is another way to be. And I need to learn how to be this way. Right? Absolutely. Shaman, trust in higher forces. They're learning how to drop their shields, how to stay grounded in their own personal energy, and how to trust in the divine, right? I'm hearing because they did not trust people. All of this really breaks down to the fact that they were not treated very well when they were young. I'm hearing that they were around somebody who was like a major energy vampire when they were younger, and it was kind of like a eat or be eaten sort of type thing, right? Like either I toughen up and I become the hunter, or I am the hunted, right? And this kind of mentality was really put into them at a young age, and now they've kind of been really working through this. Like, wow, this is really deep. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts, right? And they're learning, like, I wasn't just given these things to just leech off other people and to take over their energy and to be this dark person. Like, I can be somebody else, right? And here, moon, right? This take note of intuitive messages. Okay, they've really been calling out for their angels to really heal them, and and to help them work through all the karma that they've really been dealing with for all the things that they've been doing. Wow. This is heavy. Okay, that went out to me, twin flame. Soul completion, an intense connection. Let the energy flow. Don't hold on too tight or too loosely. And I'm hearing, with true love behind it, I'm hearing that you finding out that you were your true love, and finding out that they were doing this to you, that they were doing these things to other people in their lives that they love, that once they become aware that there was another way to be, that they could be, better, that they could not do these things. Once they found out, it's a lot of layers of darkness, of guilt, and a lot of karma to work through, right? And a lot of understanding, like, wow. I'm seeing like the four of cups, like getting out of this kind of victim mentality and getting into more of like, okay, like I can make it, I can be okay. Whoop, right here, right? With the psychic connection, right? Your third eye is open. You are connecting with this person on a psychic level. You're not crazy. Yes, they hear your thoughts, right? Like, absolutely. So they're starting to understand kind of their abilities and their gifts, and the things and the proper way to be using them, instead of using them for selfish things, right? Like having, okay, like I'm on my nurturing today, apparently. Okay, so with great power comes great responsibility, right? Like there is a proper way to use these to help people, and they're starting to understand that there are people out there who really want to help other people, who really genuinely, and I'm hearing that you taught them this, divine feminine, that you are teaching them that there are people out there who have the same abilities, but they don't use them to hurt other people, and it made them, that's one of the reasons why they pushed you away, because they felt like you are way too good for me. Like, I'm kind of this dark, I'm kind of like this dark, and you're too good, and then they kind of pushed you away because they were just like, no, like you're too nice and you're too sweet, and people are going to take advantage of you, and there's no way I was supposed to be with you. And then they started to realize that once they started going through all their shadow work and going through their karma and going through all this, they were just like, I don't have to be this way. I can treat people in my life better. Just because I was taught to mistreat people doesn't mean that I have to mistreat people. And it doesn't mean that because I've gone through all this that I've used and abused people, it doesn't mean that I can't become better and I don't deserve to have happiness in my life. You know, I'm hearing that they had kind of resolved themselves to the fact that they didn't deserve to have happiness because all the time, all the while they were lying to themselves about, you know, it's really cool and I'm this dark vampire figure, you know, and then they were like, for a little bit, they were like, actually, I'm a piece of shit and I don't want to feel this way about, you know, and then it's just like, I don't deserve that. And then it was, no, I'm not. I do deserve happiness and I can have this and I can have this like glorious, beautiful life and I can turn around and devote myself to helping people and to teaching other people to not use their same gifts the way that I was, to help other people know that there is a better way to be. You don't have to be this way. You know, that if you actually take the time to heal yourself, you don't have to do this. You don't have to steal energy from other people. You don't have to be this person. You don't have to just see your life and everything in life is like this dark, you know, this darkness. There's light and you don't have to be scared of the light. You can get used to it and you can deal with your darkness and you can stand in the light. And I'm hearing they are so ready to stand in the light with you, Divine Feminine, and they're just like, I'm ready to let go of all my codependency, right? We need some space apart to grow, right? And that's why you were in this separation, right? Whew, guys, these cards are in it. I'm just seeing what's coming up next, right? That's why we were in the separation. I need space to myself. Please be patient and understanding. This isn't about you. It's about me, right? They understood, you know, they started, instead of seeing like, oh, this person got taken away from me, I'll push this person away because I'm not good enough for them or they're not good enough for me. And then it was, oh, I know I really want this person, but they're being kept away from me because I guess I don't deserve them. And then it was, no, I'm being kept away from them because I need to learn how to grow up and stop using people and stop doing these things and work through my issues and to understand that I deserve to feel this love. You know, I do deserve this. I do deserve this. I can forgive myself for things that I've done in the past and things that I've done in this life and in past lives, and I can work through it, right? You know, the separation came because new beginnings. I deserve this new beginning and it's bringing a new beginning. I am a new person. A new start is coming. Stay positive and open-minded to all the possibilities the universe has in store for you, right? And so they're starting, right? They're dropping their shields. They're starting to trust in the divine. They're seeing the purpose in everything, the things that they've gone through, even the darker things that they've gone through. They're seeing their purpose because they're like, I can get out of this and I can turn around and teach other people that dealt with the type of abuse or things that they dealt with in their childhood that you know, you can be better. You don't have to live in this darkness just because somebody was put darkness on you doesn't mean that you have to carry it around with you for the rest of your life. You can let it go. 5222 down on the clock, right? God, this is so beautiful. Divine blessing, right? This separation, this new beginning is a divine blessing, right? You have been given or will receive a divine gift. What was I saying, right? They're seeing, instead of seeing these things, this empathy and this empath, you know, being an empath and all these things, instead of seeing it as a curse, they're starting to see it as like, no, I have power. You know, like, no, I have the power to help other people around me instead of just take from them, right? Use it wisely. Keep an open mind. Gifts come in many shapes and sizes. The divine works in mysterious ways. Absolutely, right? So they're starting to see what I was saying earlier, right? The things that happened to them in their past was because they have a divine purpose for their future, right? Everything that's happened to them, the good, the bad, the ugly, the terrible, it's all served a purpose to teach them a lesson in their life. And they're really starting to see this. And they're just like, wow. You know, like, wow, holy crap. Wow. Like I was saying earlier, wow, all the spiritual stuff, 5333 is so much deeper, right? Divinely guided changes in their life is so much deeper than I thought. That's crazy, right? And they're like, that's crazy. Well, okay, that did stand out to me. Okay, one here, star is standing out to me. And enlightenment. You're being guided through messages, signs, dreams, right? Listen carefully. All right. For you or your divine masculine, the number 16, 52, 23, 18, or 20 might be important or significant to you. Right. And then that stood out to me because of this written in the stars. Right. This is a fated connection. Destiny is calling. Embrace yourself, for this is embracing your twin. Absolutely. Right. They're starting to see that they met you for a purpose. Right. And here, divine protection. This connection is divinely protected. Relax. They're starting to realize that you weren't taken away from them, that they were being, and that dreams right there stood out to me too, right? Where we're talking about their dreams. They're definitely seeing you a lot in their dreams. They're trying to tell you something. Keep a dream journal. I'm dreaming of you, right? I'm dreaming of you. And that's what they're trying to tell you. I've been having so many dreams about you, about our past lives, about other things that we've been through. And it's like you, something about to them seeing you in dreams and you talking to them in their dreams and like guiding them. Yeah, mirror, talking to them, guiding them. You or your higher self has been really talking to them in their dreams. 3482 for the signs and synchronicities really stood out to me. Significant increase to your prosperity and abundance, new possessions or additions. Yeah. You guys, pay close attention to your dreams. They're trying to give you hints of what is to come. Hello. Hello. Excuse me? I love when spirit does this shit. I swear to you, I do. I love it. It's so beautiful to me, right? And that's what they're starting to see those things too. 5545 down on the clock when I look down there. Wow. Fives and fours is big. It's big for you guys. Eagle is coming out to me again, right? Spiritual guidance and messages, right? Absolutely. So that's double that ego. Yeah. The eagle. I just heard Zeus. And I heard Odin too. Okay. Paganism, they might be expanding their minds to more like paganistic ideas, or understand, just kind of more like believing in different gods and goddesses, and kind of just expanding their spiritual knowledge. They could be seeing eagles or seeing hawks a lot. Seeing them in their dreams, I'm hearing a lot too. Okay. Ooh, Archangel Uriel. North and earth. Grounding, a practical plan, right? So grounding, more grounding. They could be feeling like, I just got in their dreams, they could have gotten some kind of visitation from some kind of like angelic being or something in one of their dreams that they were talking about you. Well, that's crazy. With air magic kind of popping itself out to me. Downloads, crown chakra, right? They're getting downloads with this air magic, right? Here, right? With seeing who I just... Okay, this is so weird. The left side of my body is getting chills, is like having goosebumps. Just the left side of my body. I don't know if that resonates with somebody out there or something like that. Eagle, with this eagle too, right? Feeling like, oh, there it is. Okay, right. Traditionally Zeus, right, would disguise himself as an eagle and come and appear to mortals either in dreams or in dream states or something like that. And they could have had some kind of, like, remember I was saying, some kind of visitation that just really hit me, where they feel like they saw an eagle or they saw like a bird in their dream, and then it transformed into like an angel or some kind of divine being or something that gave them some kind of enlightenment. That's cool. Wow. Okay, this card came out too. 34, 82. Oh, never mind. That's that same one. Air Magic 3482. This one, sorry. This one was the one I was holding it. 1435. Angel number 1435. You guys are also, any of these angel numbers or anything, you guys are definitely welcome to look them up. Anything like, if like the eagle or anything like that comes up, you guys, please, you're welcome to Google it and look up and find some deeper meaning. You might have something that really resonates for you. Or, you're welcome to look up any of these particular numbers and see if there's more under any kind of whatever your preferred website or article, whatever it is that you like to look up angel numbers under. and get some kind of guidance for the additional guidance. You might find some more additional guidance, because a lot of those are paragraphs and paragraphs long. So 1435, embrace the change. Embrace the change. Life is moving forward. Make the changes you need to make in order to have the life you want to manifest. New opportunities are coming, right? So they're understanding that I need to make all of these, I need to make all these changes. I need to deal with all these things. I need to deal with all this karma. I need to listen to the spiritual guidance that I'm getting from, from the divine. And I need to, I'm hearing so much so your divine masculine has a ton of prophetic dreams is what I'm hearing. Like a lot of the times, because they've had their shields up so much in like their waking state, that when they are actually in their dream state, I'm hearing that they could do a lot of like astral projection. They could do a lot of astral travel. They could do a lot, it's just something about when they're in their dream state, they're a lot more comfortable in their subconscious, their higher self is a lot more attached to them. So they're kind of like, I'm sorry, you guys. I literally just saw somebody like standing behind me. That just scared. I'm so sorry. That just scared me. That was like one of the clearest things I have ever seen. I just literally saw somebody standing right here behind me, like, whoa, chill out. Oh, I have chills. Ooh, ooh, okay, chill out. Somebody's divine masculine is like here right now. They could be astral traveling right now, and they are here in this space. I heard somebody say, yeah. Okay, so back off of my personal space, please. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. That scared me just a little bit. Wow. Okay. I'm having to laugh at myself, you guys. I'm just kind of trying to calm the hell down. For 4572, follow through. Ooh. Okay, so relationships and hobbies. Inaction does not equal patience. Okay. Okay, so I'm hearing that a lot of them are understanding or trying to teach themselves that. Okay, for some reason my stuff paused. Okay, a lot of them have understood that they've kind of been telling themselves, oh, I'm being patient, I'm waiting around, I'm waiting for just the right moment. But in honesty, they've just been not moving forward, not doing a lot of their spiritual work in the past. And now they've realized, whoa, I got to catch up. I got to do these things. My divine feminine is taking off, and she's going through all these spiritual awakenings, and she's doing these things, and she's doing, she's getting herself together, and they're feeling your energy, and they're like, whoa, I've got to get my shit together, like right now, right? I've got to get myself together. Okay. Stop waiting on the perfect time. It doesn't exist. Do something now before your time passes. Stop wasting yourself. Okay? Stop wasting. And that's what they've realized. They've been wasting themselves waiting for this perfect moment or for them to just meet you somewhere, and then they'll start doing their work, and then they'll start getting the signs, and they've started to realize, no, I've been getting signs this whole time and I need to catch up. That's what I'm hearing. I need to catch. Oh my God, such a big chunk just flipped over. Okay. Okay, so fire magic, purification. I just heard fire sign. Okay. Fire magic. Oh, yes. Burning candles. I am burning a candle. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me. I am burning an orange candle right now to help for the sacral chakra healing right now. I said a prayer over the candle, and then I'm starting burning an orange candle right here in the background, which has a huge flame on it, by the way. That just really stood itself out to me. 1819, angel number. I love this card. The dawn of a new age. You are beginning the path of your soul's purpose. Yes. You are a light worker sent to heal the world, right? This is what your divine masculine is realizing. I'm a light worker. I'm supposed to be here helping other people, right? I'm supposed to be teaching other people how to handle themselves and how to do these things, right? Like I can do this. Full moon. Okay, right? What was I saying earlier? Where I was saying like all these full moons are standing out to me, right? Full moon. Absolutely. The completion. Draw from the power of the climax. Go bathe in the light and embrace the power of the night. Give back in gratitude. They are starting to be grateful, right? They are so starting to be grateful for all the things, like I was saying earlier, they're starting to realize that they were being shown all these signs. They were shown all these things. They're like, holy crap, I need to be grateful. I need to be giving back to my spiritual team. I need to be thanking God or thanking my angels or thanking my spirits or thanking the universe for all the opportunities, right? So they're trying to play this catch up in their life, right? And they're like, ooh, they're like working on overtime. They're like, I've got to get, I've got to get into this. I've got to get into this, That's what I just keep hearing somebody saying over and over again. Okay, what is this? No, wait, postpone, pause, say no. Okay. Right. And they were like, I was doing all of this and it caused what power moments in my life. I kept going, no, later, no, not right now, no, I'm not ready, no, I don't want this, no, I'm not. And then all these tower moments happen in their life because the divine was like, oh no, you're doing this because this is your path, this is your soul's path, this is the contract that you made, this is your life's purpose, right? You were supposed to be doing this. And they're like, okay, if you'll just stop letting all these crazy things happen in my life, I'll do what I'm supposed to be doing, okay? And now they're really starting to, now that they've started, they're like, holy crap. And I'm hearing that they're just like eating it up, right? They're just reading as much as possible and reading books and like catching up and just devouring every little of like spiritual information and things they can get. They're like reading dream interpretation manuals and all kind of stuff and things like that. They're kind of, and they're just like, oh, they're starting to see so many signs and it's starting to kind of blow their mind. They're just like, oh my gosh, holy crap. All right. Just a few more cards and I'm going to go ahead. I wanted this to only be about 30 minutes, but about midway through, I realized that it was not going to be 30 minutes. This Divine Masculine had way too much to say about all their past karma and things. I feel like a lot of you Divine Feminines, you've been watching stuff out there and you've been like, what is taking my Divine Masculine so long? What is taking them so long? Why can't they just call me? Why can't they just pick up the phone? Why can't they just text me? Or why can't we just hang out? Why does the separation have to keep going? Like, why aren't they doing their work? And I'm hearing that, the Divine Masculine, the Spirit and Divine Masculine has just been asking you, please, like, you don't understand exactly what this Divine Masculine has been going through. You don't know how much karma they've had to deal with, how much other stuff they're having to get right in their life. Excuse me, guys, like my whole, like, certain parts of my face and stuff start itching when I do, and I'm kind of trying to put together like what exactly like the spiritual meaning behind things that are happening to me, right? And I'm feeling like that's what your Divine Masculine is doing, right? They were a little bit slower. Like, not that they're like not smart or anything like that. I'm hearing that they're like super smart, right? But I'm hearing that they were a little bit slower to start, that they were like really logically based. And they were a little bit slower in picking up on all this spirituality part of it, right? Like really believing all of these signs and stuff that, it's like, hey, Divine Feminine, it's, just from your makeup, just as who you are as a Divine Feminine, it's way easier for you just to go, okay, yeah, I accept that. Okay, yeah. And your Divine Masculine is not that type of person, okay? So it's like, please be patient with them. They have been dealing with a lot. They had a lot more karma to deal with than you did, is what I'm hearing. They had a lot more karma, a lot more negative karma. They have been doing a lot more people dirty than you had in their life, and they had a lot to work through, a lot more than you did. I'm hearing from a particular past life that you two were together where you didn't end up together. They had a lot of karma to work through from that as well, is what I'm hearing. So, so they're like, okay, you really want to know what they've been dealing with? Here's a glimpse into like even just a little bit of all of the heaviness they've been dealing with, so you can kind of learn to trust your Divine Masculine and understand like they've really been working. They have, but they had to do more work than you did, Divine Feminine. Not that you didn't have plenty of stuff that you've gone through. They're not trying to play down anything that you've gone through or any of your work or shadow work or anything that you've had to do. But I'm hearing that you were a lot more willing to take that leap and to just trust spirit. And the Divine Masculine was not, and I'm hearing that, Spirit's kind of just like, here, here's some of the things they've been going through since you're so hungry and thirsty to know what's happening. Don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm not trying to light you up, Divine Feminine, because I've been in that exact, thing where I'm just like, what is taking my Divine Masculine so long? What is he dealing with? And the Spirit is like, you really want to know? Here's some things. Like, calm down. Angel number 1921. Okay. Trust in your visions, ideas, and thoughts. They are guiding you on to your next steps forward, right? You've lost something, but the universe is sending you something better to replace it. Embrace the change and feel excited about life, right? I'm hearing that divine masculine had a really hard time. They could have identified with moving around a lot when they were younger. They could have been, I just heard military. They could have been in, their family could have been in the military, and they could have like moved around a lot and lost a lot. I'm hearing too, I'm hearing foster homes. So they could have lost their parents at a young age, and they could have been having to like bounce around to a lot of different homes, with a lot of like really rough stuff that they went through. Okay. Or they could have just, I'm hearing that's where their attachments and detachment issues came from, right? Okay. So they've been feeling a lot of time. Change in their life has meant really negative things, and so they're having a really hard time kind of being like, okay, like change can be a good thing, change in energy can be a good thing. It doesn't, things don't have to just stay exactly, and hold on so tightly, or just it's a lot of layers. Okay, it's a lot of layers, a lot of things, a lot of things. Try to be understanding, and just try to send, your divine masculine like a, loving energy, and like, you can do this, you can do this, I believe in you, you can do this, I trust you. I'm dealing with my trust issues too, but I'm trying to trust you, I'm trying to trust you. Okay. Angel number 84. Divine being, hard work in this lifetime. Okay, what we were just saying. Angels support you and acknowledge the work you have put in so far. You're following your soul mission. Okay. Absolutely. Right? You've been putting in a lot. Both of you have been putting in a lot of hard work, and it's helping you manifest this union together. Okay. And it's helping you manifest change, like a lot of positive changes in both of your life. And I just saw the 444 card stood itself out to me. It showed itself to me. Oof, okay, this number keeps showing itself to me again too, right? The divine path, right? I do have two of those in this deck because, I don't know, I was guided to keep both of them in there. I double made this card, and I was just being really guided to keep both of them in here because it just comes out, so much. The wording is a little bit different, and I'll read it to you again. The dawn of a new age. You are taking your first steps down your soul's true path. You are a light worker sent to heal Earth and its people. Okay? That's what they're realizing. And they're realizing what I've been saying this whole time, right? You guys have gone 101111114 down on the clock when I look down. You guys have gone through a lot of the stuff that you've gone through, so you can turn around and teach other people how to heal themselves. Okay? And that's beautiful. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. That's why you're a light worker. Okay? Crown. Okay, and I'm seeing that too, that crown chakra, and that eagle is regal, royal, rambunctious. Okay. Oh, okay. I just heard past life. So, you are this divine masculine might have remembered a past life where you guys were like royalty, or you could be like, you could have been a king or a queen or something like that in a past life, or they could have been a king or a queen in a past life. Okay. Wow. Is there more I need to take, Spirit? Yes, from this deck. Okay. Whew. Okay. 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 Angel number 1343. Your angels and ascended masters are weaving your thread. You are protected. They are sending you abundance. Be open to your blessings. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Here, black cat, protection, guardian. Okay, like you are being protected. You are this life path, your path on here. You are sent here to do a really grand purpose, is what I'm hearing. So I'm hearing with this crown, you guys are supposed to do have a really grand purpose. You're supposed to help a lot of people in this lifetime. Okay, and you've just had a lot of stuff to go through. Okay, but white cat here, right? Purity, innocence, family. Okay, right? You've had to go through a lot, and I'm being really drawn to this right here on the back. Guiding number 125. Change is coming. Maintain a positive and optimistic outlook. Okay, divine reasoning. Understand the divine reasoning why you've gone through everything that you've gone through. Okay. Wow. Is there more? Yes. Okay. Wow. Absolutely. Whew. You guys. Absolutely. White light. Okay. White witch, light worker, earth mother, divine feminine, bright aura. Okay. They're feeling this, right? Ooh, I just got chills too. Okay. This is how they see you. Okay. Divine feminine. They're like, wow, you're like this bright light. I'm hearing like your aura is almost blinding to them. It's so beautiful. White witch, light worker, yeah, earth mother. They're just like, oh my god, you're so beautiful. You're just like this, like you're the light of my life, right? As cheesy as that might sound, they're just like, you are the light of my life. You're like my guiding light. You are, you are guiding me forward on this path. 318. Listen to your inner wisdom and divine guidance. Your prayers and positivity are leading you to financial success and abundance. Your needs will be met, right? And that's a message. Like a lot of this message is for you too, divine feminine, right? Okay, absolutely. With this flow here, flow water magic, okay? Absolutely. You're getting a lot of signs, a lot of downloads. They're seeing it. You're seeing it. Trust in yourself. Remain positive, okay? Remain positive, okay? And trust your divine masculine, okay? Trust that they are working on their stuff. They are working on their stuff, okay? I know that for a long time they haven't been. They were kind of denying it. They were running away from it. They were dipping and dodging it. But now it's not, that's not what's happening anymore. And you need to learn how to forgive and trust your divine masculine. I'm hearing that your divine masculine might be coming forward, might be coming to just talk to you about a lot of this and explain a lot about why he has been staying away from you, why you haven't been together, that he's understanding a lot more, that you're helping him understand a lot, and a lot of it is just, I want to come forward and tell you thank you and tell you how much you truly mean to me, so wow, this is beautiful. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I hope this helped you guys kind of relax a little bit and understand, give you a little perspective of what your divine masculine is really going through. All right, I just got really led to show you guys this, which is some fire agate and some red jasper, which is both about, with the red here, right, about grounding. Some of you guys might want to use some of this, might want to meditate with some of it. Also here, both of these also help your root and your sacral chakra as well. Also, I was really guided. I know that there was, I think it was my ancestors, what ancestors are walking beside you. I had this jasper right here, and I was like, I'm not sure what jasper this is. I have found out it's picture jasper, and I was really led. I've been led to have a lot of jasper around me here recently. So like I was saying, you guys might want to get any of these, and it might help you kind of like ground yourself, or a divine masculine. If you are watching this, you might want to get you some of that, because I'm hearing that from your angels is going to help you, especially the fire agate and the red jasper is going to help you ground yourself, because it seems to be what the divine masculine is really trying to ground their roots and ground themselves in abundance. Use it to manifest some positivity into their life and things. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you guys feel drawn to any of my other videos, check out any of my other twin flame videos. If you're new to my channel, and if you liked it, I have plenty of other twin flame readings as well as other readings. I also, if I really got it, I'll try to remember to link it above. I did an 18 plus soulmate reading. It's called like the pile, aka pile 4 reading. Some of you might have some might really feel guided to that. Watch that as well. I was guided to just mention that. I don't know where it kind of just pops into my head. So if you are wanting a little bit more kind of romantic, kind of steamier 18 plus reading from your twin flame, you might want to check that out too. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I'm wishing you well, and I'm wishing you, both you and your divine masculine, well. I hope that you guys have really been feeling the kind of energy and the prayers that I sent over this charm candle. I hope you guys are really feeling it. Ooh, okay. I was about to say goodbye, but there's something else. I'm hearing burn a brown or a red candle. There's some divine masculines out there who might identify with being some kind of like a fire witch or kind of master manifester, and using manifesting with fire is going to really help you. Yeah, I just got to say that. All right. Is that all, Spirit? Okay, yes. And my ears are itching. I'm not sure if that's some kind of, my ears are like itching like mad crazy. I don't know if that's like somebody is talking about you or thinking about you. It's something about that. I'm hearing something. You could be hearing something soon coming in from your divine masculine, some kind of phone call or getting something, some kind of contact is what I'm hearing from that. All right. Is there any other messages you would like to last minute throw in here, Spirit? Okay, no. Okay, I think that's finally it, you guys. I am recording several other videos. I've been recording a video that's really, really long, you guys, and it's a video about how to balance out your energy. I'm sure it'll take me probably, oh my gosh, there's no telling how long it'll take me. It's like a 4 hour long video. It's got almost every single one of the piles was almost an hour long. So I'm going to be uploading that soon. I have a couple of other videos, another 18+ video that I'll be uploading. So I was going to take me a little bit of time to edit and upload all these videos that I've been filming. Sorry that I've been taking a little bit of break, but it's important to take care of yourself, to balance out your own personal energy, right? Because I can only give to you guys and bring you guys really good quality long readings like I like to do if I am taking care of myself too. So thank you guys for giving me a little bit of space, a little bit of time. My readings are a little bit longer, so I'm having to learn. I'm burning myself out a little bit too much if I am posting every single day, right? So thank you guys for being patient. I hope you guys are really enjoying it. I'm wishing you and your divine masculine so much luck out there on your journey, all right, my loves, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye.